Hey guys, FatMan's here. Having breakfast this morning, thought I'd bring you along. I'm not going to eat in front of you. That would be just rude. Excuse me. Got my coffee and apple juice. 2 eggs, over easy, fried in the grease of those 2 bacon strips. Some toast. I got my big water cup out here because I drink a lot of water in a day. I'll fill that thing 6 or 7 times a day. And my juice is in my granddaughter's cup. She thinks that's pretty cool that her cup is just like Opa's cup, just more her size. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, I'm going to eat. I'm going to be back. And we'll chat a little bit and see what else we got going. I'll be right back. Hey y'all. Breakfast is done. I am sad, but I cannot eat anymore. So, I see my dog's wanting to come in, so I better let her in. And I think I'm going to go sit out on the front patio there, and maybe we'll just have to talk a little bit. So I'll be back. Hey, I'm going to apologize in advance for the wind. Look at the garden. Got some, well, we got in there some rosemary, some thyme. Well, not in here, we don't have thyme. I think it's rosemary and basil. We got our zucchini plants. We love to make zucchini chips. So, otherwise I don't care for zucchini. And then, everything's looking a little beat down. It rained and beat heck yesterday for most of the day, so everything's kind of down a little bit. Got our onions planted. Everybody asks us why we plant our onions so close. Well, by the time they get to taking off where they're supposed to be, we've already eaten half of these because we eat the green onions in our salads and on our burgers and stuff. And they're looking a little sickly right now. So hopefully they'll catch up and be a little better looking. But we still got all kinds of stuff to get planted in here, so just a little update. Our spirea is starting to leaf out. I'll have to get to pruning that. Now, the first time I showed you, this was kind of beat down a little bit. Not very perky today. It's really looking pretty good. So, just our front little garden, front of the house over here. We got my wife's pretty devout Catholic, so she's got Mary up here. The hanging baskets just kind of distract everybody from looking in our window. That picture window sucks in the summer too, by the way. It gets really, really hot in the living room. But the hanging baskets are looking fantastic. This pot's got, I don't know what all's in it. Some spices, flowers. We kind of combine some stuff. So, a little look before I sit down and just talk a little bit. Everything's come up. Somebody had commented on hostas. This here is an elephant ear hosta. And it's really small right now. Those the leaves get to be about 10 to 12 inches across, and the whole plant has usually got a pretty big span across it. We got to prune back that juniper a little bit, but so we've got everything from this big elephant ear. Now, a mature elephant ear hosta will be about a 5-foot span across the whole thing. I don't know if I said that or not. All the way down to these little mouse ear hostas that are hiding under the chair there. And they don't get any bigger than that. That's all the bigger they'll get. So they're really tiny little mouse ear hostas. And a variety of other ones. We have a company in town here called Shady Oaks. And they kind of clearance stuff out that they consider rejects. And so some of this doesn't even really have names. But anyway, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm going to sit down and we'll talk a bit. Hey guys, Oh, today is one of those days, I think. Gosh, it's almost noon already. I gotta get ready for work. Anyway, I started this, the breakfast part and the garden part was on Monday. And I don't know what happened. I tried doing the rest of it, and I just kept going off on this rant about all these vacant buildings in town. You know, Walmart moves into a town and just destroys the town, basically. But a lot of empty buildings from Walmart, and one of them is an old Walmart. When they built the super center, then the old Walmart building is empty now. It's just sitting there doing nothing, which is just sad that Walmart would allow that to happen. You know, I think if Sam Walton was still alive today, that it wouldn't be that way. I think his kids are a bunch of turds. Anyway, that is irrelevant. We have a lot of vacant buildings in town here that got vacated because of Walmart. So anyway, I think an entrepreneur, somebody that's got that cares about their community a little bit, could go in and do something. We had a movie theater, it closed. There just wasn't enough demand for it. You know, everybody wants to go to these big movie theaters. You know, next town over, we've got a 10-screen theater. But, you know, it's 15 minutes away. Not that that's a long drive or nothing, but, you know, you got to plan for it more. If I want to go to a movie, sometimes I just want to go to a movie and be really spontaneous about it. You know, talk to my wife, hey, Tuts, let's go to a movie. I call my wife Tuts. Tootsie Pop. Have for years, so don't ask why. Because that's a long story. But, you know, they could turn that old Walmart into a movie theater. I bet they could get 6 screens in there pretty easy. You know, our bowling alley, we had a nice bowling alley. At least I thought it was nice. It was a lot nicer than some of them I've been in. You know, they sold the building to the car lot next door, who demolished it and made it into a parking lot. You know, that bowling alley was, you know, I work with developmental disabilities, and the folks that I worked with, that was, you know, that was something to do in this town. They went there all the time. But I guess, you know, it wasn't enough. The people wanted to get out of it, sold it. So there we go. No bowling alley. You could put a bowling alley inside the old Walmart. There you go. You know, problem solved. Let's do something with some of these old buildings. So the right person could do it. The guy that owns the company that I work for took an old grocery warehouse that was slated for demolition by the city, restored it, and now there's, gosh, what else in there? There's a restaurant, there's a coffee shop, there's a bar in there. The company I work for takes up the entire second floor. There's a bed and breakfast, not a big one, a 4-room bed and breakfast. There's a conference room up there. You know, I mean, do something with it. Gosh, it's just terrible to see all this stuff go to waste. Anyway, enough of that. This is what happened on Monday. I'm going to stop right now. I'm 3.5 minutes into this video, and I've done nothing but rant and rave. Anyway, a couple of quick shout-outs. PreppersRoost.com, cool forum. There's a lot of good people that are coming in. I said before, it's a pretty new forum. It's a very new forum. Not a ton of members, but our membership keeps growing. So get over there and check it out. Join. I know a lot of my viewers have a lot of really good stuff to share, so check them out. Another shout out to a bushcraft channel, Muskrat Jim. The guy's pretty funny, does some pretty neat stuff with his videos. It's pretty interesting. He's got some pretty good he's got some good solutions to some issues, and I'm going to leave it at that because I want you to get over there and check out his channel and just see what's going on, because it's kind of cool the way he overcomes some of the adversity that he has to deal with. Another one is Cheapskate Gardener. I'm really new to her channel, but I've watched as many videos as time has allowed me. she's got some DIY gardening, homesteading. At some point I'm hoping to get back onto some property where I can do some homesteading again. But check out Cheapskate Gardener. It's pretty cool channel. There's some good information there. And with that being said, I'm getting kind of long here. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to keep some of these videos shorter. I'm going to be doing a tip video here this weekend on composting. And this is going to be cool. My wife and I have been composting for years. We have a compost tub in the house, which, compost can get stinky. But you got to check this out because it's really cool. So watch for that one. That being said, there's such a nice breeze coming in the window. It's a beautiful day. Sun's shining, birds are chirping, a few puffy clouds floating by. I should be outside. I should not be in the house. But I wanted to get these videos together. So watch for that video. Check out the shout outs. I'll have links below. And that's going to be it for today. So, sorry I didn't get the breakfast video up sooner, but it's up now. You're watching it. Hey, stay safe, God bless, and I'll catch you next time around.